All right, everyone. Welcome to So I Did a Thing. We've already got people here. Holly Campolongo, my one Twitch fan, is over there watching. Thank you for joining. Dayna is backstage hyperventilating just a little bit. Crystal's here. Andrew is here. Kelly is here. Raquel is here. What's going on, y'all? So, this is the season finale. We have made it through my second year of streaming. And it's been crazy this year, y'all. I've had some amazing guests, uh, grown a lot in the business, figured out things I didn't know that I needed to know. And I couldn't have done it all without you. So thank you all so much for your support. I've already got guests lined up for January. Um, some really awesome guests. Uh, it's gonna be amazing. I can't wait. So without any, yeah, what's a Twitch, Anthony? It's this thing that you get that is, it's just a Twitch. It's this thing that you get. I really don't know why I keep my Twitch because nobody watches me over there but Holly. If it wasn't for Holly, I would probably go ahead and get rid of it. Uh, but she hangs out over there, I guess, and I don't know if I'm the only person she watches over there or not. Probably so. So yeah, my guests today have been really instrumental in my business from a design standpoint and a marketing standpoint. Dayna and Guy with Inky Black Design did my logo, which I'm not going to be able to have the overlay on the whole time because there's four of us and I don't have an overlay set up for four people. But the logo, that one right there, they did that. Guy and Dayna did that, and then Dayna and Z are the mavens of merch, and they're the ones that have the whole. Let me see if I have it. I don't have it set up, but you can go to my website, click the merch button, and go grab some merch before Christmas. You have today's the 5th. You have like 8 days, I think, to be able to order and get it by Christmas time. But they've really created something really cool where they've brought a lot of creators together, help them design a logo or whatever it is that they have on their merch, and then set up a store. And it makes it super easy where we don't have to have any of the headache or anything that goes with running the store. They take care of all of that for us, and it's well worth the investment. So I'm going to go ahead and bring them out right now. Here's Z. Here's Dayna. And here is the Lord of the Manor, Guy Graves. What's going on, y'all?
How we doing? All good?
Hello, hello.
Yeah, thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. So I didn't say this in the intro, and I should have. If y'all were wondering about the crazy time to have my season finale, which is not my normal time, is because Z is in Spain and Guy is in England. So the time zones would have been in the middle of the night if I'd have done it at 7 o'clock our time. So
and I'd have been completely drunk by then.
Instead of just halfway there.
Exactly.
I'm on first class, don't worry.
So whenever I have Marlia Alpers on, we usually play a drinking game because she sells wine and she's a wine concierge or something she calls it. We usually play a drinking game, and I don't drink right now. I will after February when I'm off parole, but she usually kills like a bottle of wine in 30 minutes. And by the end of it, it's hilarious. So cool.
I don't think she can send any wine to the UK though, which is a
I don't think she can. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think she can. It's only in the US, and there's a few states in the US she can't ship to. So why don't we go around real quick and just let y'all say a few words about who you are, what you do. See, I don't even know what you do other than Mavens of Merch. So why don't you tell us that real quick?
That's awesome. I feel like the merch part is the one that is screaming the loudest since September, right, Dayna?
Yeah, it has.
But that's awesome because it's all in line with amplifying messages for entrepreneurs. When I'm not doing merch, I'm helping entrepreneurs with their video journeys. So that's, very passionate about video, and especially repurposing your existing recordings where you're all relaxed. So that's one of my biggest passions, making entrepreneurs see that they're golden nuggets. They're dropping gems left and right, and we can pick those up and use them if they make sense.
Yeah, it's amazing what, like, whenever we got on the call to talk about the Mavens and you just pull clips out of that to post it. It's amazing what you can pull out of, how much content. And I think you just did that with Guy too, for Inky Black. Just having a conversation and how much content you can pull out of a 30-minute conversation.
My first video appearance, that was.
Your first video
and you
appearance.
did fantastic. You did fantastic.
Yeah, and your first live stream appearance, all within like a week and a half. That's what's up.
Yeah, there we go. We're into the deep end. Why not?
Exactly. Dayna, how did you get involved with these two?
Oh my goodness. Well, first I met Guy about 2 years ago. I was the head bouncer at a Discord pub.
I thought you were fixing to say at a bar. I was like, man, you really
at a Discord pub, and he walked in, and I happened to have a quiet moment, and we just decided to talk, and we realized we were both full-blown nerds, and nerded out with each other and became friends really quickly. And we opened up one business just to see how we did as partners. We did very well. That business had legs. It just isn't what we needed right now. No. And then one day we were talking and we're like, why don't we just put our expertise together and open up this business? And I think it was like over a few hours of conversation, Inky Black just was born. And then the next morning, because Guy likes to build the cars he's driving, the next morning he said, I hope it's okay, because I already put the company website up and bought the domain, and we have a business. And I'm like, wait, what? I didn't even write a business plan. I didn't do anything yet. And it was already there. And Z kind of works the same way too. And I'm a little too pragmatic for my own good. So it's good to have partners like this who are very, you got the idea, do it, let's go. So I think I found the best partner someone with my personality could find. Absolutely. And so that's how Inky Black was formed. And we've going now, what are we on our 13th month? I think we're on our 13th month.
I can barely count.
You lose track of all the dates. I got the dates. I think we're getting into our 13th month with a few of those growing months, beginning months. And we're starting to really get our flow going. We're rebuilding the site. Guy was putting that together himself. As you know, you shouldn't always try to do everything yourself. You should sometimes leave it to the experts.
Exactly.
We should practice what we preach. We should practice what we preach. So we're going to have an expert build out our site. Nice. So we're getting there. And then as far as Mavens of Merch, they're very symbiotic businesses. They work very well together, right?
Yeah, they do. One
Z
feeds
and I
the
noticed
other.
one feeds the other, and vice versa, right? So, what Z and I had known each other casually, probably through Doug Lawson, I believe, and we used to both always get tagged on merch posts together because Inky Black was already running a small merch store out of Etsy, just because our customers were asking for it. And Guy and I never say no. When a customer wants it, we figure it out. So we had, okay, let's do it. Him and I both have been in threads or merch for many years of our lives. We knew how to do it. Why not? So I was getting tagged and Z was getting tagged. And then I believe it was Pete Duran who said, you two are the Mavens of Merch. And I went, oh, and Z went, oh. And I said, let's get on a call.
There you go.
And then that night, she bought the URL. This is how the both of them work.
So what you're saying is, if you want to start a business, if Dayna wants to start a business, that says a lot about you too, though, right? Like one conversation with these people, and all of a sudden the website's up the next day while you're asleep.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I think it's a wonderful feeling to know that I was able to make such an impact where there was trust being built, a foundation, because you need all that in any kind of partnership. I think especially in business partnership. All the other partnerships, there's the honeymoon phase and all this other stuff. Business is business. Like, there needs to be trust. There's a lot of things that go on with this. And Guy and I built trust quickly, and Z and I built trust quickly, and it shows in our work. It shows in our work, and that how well we work together, and how well we work as different entities and together as well. It all just seems to flow very nicely, and I know our customers are happy.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
and we plan on keeping them happy, right? We want to see their happy mugs. Get their happy mugs on a mug. So we put up
mug on a mug is pretty cool.
Mug on a mug. We want to see that smile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
that's my story. I mean, I got stories for days, but that's that story.
I can listen to these for days.
Yeah, I know it.
See, I have the best partners. I really do.
Yeah, the happiest customers. Yeah, the happiest right there. Where are you? There it is. The happiest.
Krista. Well,
yeah. I mean, she might be a little biased because y'all are like BFFs. So, but
she would also tell me the truth.
Right.
So
exactly.
Krista would be like, you could pick it up a little bit, right? So she wouldn't be BSing me. She's not blowing smoke up my you-know-what. So if she says I'm the best or she's the happiest, then I'm the happiest. Look at me. I'm already saying I'm the best. If she says I'm the best, yes.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
No, you're the best. And you're the best. And you're the best.
So, Guy, what's your story? How'd you get into design? Because you do more than just Inky Black, right? Like you do some design for some big stuff.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about quite big maybe. I work the pencils and the crayons in this whole outfit, and I do over here in the UK a lot of signage as well. Do a lot for festivals. Do some stuff for Coca-Cola, Pepsi, a load of caterers. Keeps me out of mischief. Good. Print, design, all sorts.
Yeah. And dang, I had a question. I was thinking, oh yeah, Pepsi, Coca-Cola. I did not know those were over there. I guess I did know those were over there. But you do like big signs, like you have the ability to print the big signs, or you just do the design and like send that off to a printer?
No, I do the big signs right from design all the way to fitting.
Nice.
Well, but
I did not know that.
Yeah, but Inky Black is now more of the design side, so that's kind of the direction to push the business in from now on, I think. Rather than this, I don't want to be in my 60s in the future putting up signs in the cold and the rain. I want to be sat in a nice warm studio.
Right. So, yeah. And can I just say like that? And I said it backstage, but that is like a sick studio look that you have right there. I wish you could turn the light on. You turn the light on, it's so bright it kind of washes everything out.
Yeah, I could turn it on, but you won't be able to see me. I'll be in a silhouette. But
it's got the way the shadows fall and the dark on one side and the light, like you're in this cave, man. It's nice.
It is.
I like
it's a beautiful sign, and we do those, by the way. Just so you know, Inky Black does those signs.
I did not know you did neon.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, it's LED neon, so it doesn't break.
Bear with me. I'll turn it on. Ready?
No.
There you go. It's too bright for to see me as well. So I don't know. You can just about make me out as well. Also, I want to say there's some wonderful comments I've been looking at, going through, but I don't know how to reply to them on here. So
yeah, you can't reply to them from Restream. You have to go to you have to be on LinkedIn too and do it. It's kind of
it's it's really nice to see.
Honestly, I'm just trying to breathe, so I'm barely reading anything. I'm just staring at the four of you.
Well, Z's over here commenting back.
Please. She already see her type. This woman, I've never seen anything like it. I'm like, did you just send like 6 comments out while we're in the middle of a conversation? She's amazing. She's amazing. I don't do that stuff. I'm like talking. I'm like, I am typing people back. Like this is how
I'm trying to avoid an epileptic shock here
Oh.
because there's, things popping up left and right. So it's not easy,
Yeah.
It's not easy
It
being
is,
Z when she wants to write everybody back.
I've got a spammer on YouTube, y'all. Hang on just a second.
Yeah.
Get rid of that. Do we have to go kick some YouTube butt?
Anyway, Holly,
Where
I
is
saw
it?
your comment. Loving my entire vibe right now. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Casually drinking wine, the beard, the strategic logo.
Yeah, the strategic logo, the lighting. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you are made for an ad right now. You do look like a very British ad right now. Do you know that his wall behind him, Chris, is older than our country?
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
The wall behind Guy Graves is old. I can't say the same for Z. Our country is old too. But it is, his wall is older than the United States
Wow.
of America.
So where are you? Is this your house or is this like your office?
This is my little studio apartment that I'm doing up. So it's kind of a work and living space. But it used to be stables once upon a time.
Really?
He's a stable boy. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's becoming a nice, cozy place to live. And work. It's great to work in. It's fun.
Yeah, right. Kind of sets the mood.
I won't give
know
you a
who
tour because
Idris-
everything the other side of the camera is just, you don't want to see that side at all.
Right. Yeah, exactly. In the castle, that's kind of what it reminds me of. That's pretty cool. The wall
Very
is
cool.
older than if that wall could talk, there's no telling what it's seen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's some shenanigans going on
Probably
in
no telling
stables.
what it's seen since guys at it.
That too. Yes.
Oh man.
No comment.
No comment.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, don't say anything. What's next for y'all? I mean, well, first let me ask this because this is a question. What is it like trying to conduct business, Dayna, especially? Well, all three of you, with somebody that's Dayna. You're 5 hours behind Guy.
5 behind Guy, 6 behind Z.
6 behind Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So what's
daylight
that like?
savings, I'm finger mathing all over the place.
Yeah,
I'm
all
doing
the time.
best
Yeah.
I can. It's very interesting. Actually, at first I thought it might be hard. One, I will say the both of them they just keep working until the work is done. So I never have to worry about like, oh, they're asleep and it's 6 o'clock here and what am I to do? I can they're both very hardworking partners. One thing that has been a benefit for us is when they do finally sleep, I still get to do things in the evening, right? So we have a bigger hour, we have a bigger gap. And then in the morning when I wake, which the both of them know I never sleep, so it's usually still morning for them. But they have already,
more sleep.
I did today. They have already had done some whole day's work, which is pretty cool. Whether it be for their own businesses, and then they could focus on ours, their other businesses, or for our business. There's just so many things. So you wake up to a lot of surprises. And I like to have surprises for them to wake up to as well.
Right.
So a lot of times I'll leave things in chats and stuff so they wake up in the morning and go, oh, that's cool, or we got a new client, or something. I always want to wake up. So it's been a lot of fun. I can't wait to visit them. I can't wait for them to visit me. All of those things. But it has, I did think at first it might be difficult, but I have found it to be quite the benefit to have that much time between us, especially with people like Z and Guy, because they're not, it's 9 o'clock my time, where I'm done for the day.
Right.
They're not entrepreneurs, small business owners that way. They work till the work is done.
Yeah.
Yeah, and especially with merch. I mean, merch. A lot of we knew going into this that most of the opportunities at first were going to be in the U.S. Right, and so we have our discovery call Calendly link in and we set out from the beginning. We said we're going to do these calls together, right? So that we learn as much as possible, which means it's going to mean a lot of later calls for me. Like we have one, I believe this week or the next week at my 1 a.m. Right? It's an Australian prospect. So because the calendar was set up that way, it's like,
yeah, I mean, Australian
I got to do
time frame is always going to be difficult for everyone.
Always. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a couple of Zoom chats with Tom Broxham, and he's in New Zealand, which is just right there. And he's always he's like a day and a half or something ahead of me.
Yeah, they're in the future.
They're way in the future. Yeah, man. It's crazy.
You don't know the lotto numbers, so what is the point? What is the point?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but we have been doing that, right? See, and I've been trying to be better about getting up and being ready early for the European time. Because one thing I always said when I owned my own businesses, I will not wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning ever again for the rest of my life.
Yeah, come on.
I had to get over myself, right? So, but there was a moment there. There was a moment where I proclaimed, but that proclaiming didn't last very long.
And one thing that's come out of partnering up with Z is that you have been appearing on camera for Zoom calls.
Yes. Actually, I have. No, I'm not. Thank you, though. Sweet of you. You know how I felt about camera. You've been trying to get me on your live for like over a year.
Yeah, and let me tell everybody this, like when we were designing my logo, it was a bunch of text messages and phone calls. There was not one single Zoom. When I got ready to do merch, it was, here, let me send you my Calendly so we can do Zoom. And I was just like,
here we go.
Who is this and what have you done with Dayna?
I still like a good old school phone call. I mean, you and I talk enough, Chris, where we do that, right?
Right.
But it's getting out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Like when I was on Gabe's live, for example, who is my best friend, who is someone I talk to every single day of my life, you could visibly see me shaking.
Really?
Yeah, you could visibly see me shaking. I was nervous about this, but I'm okay. And it's
You're
just
over
because
it now,
I am. And look at you, Guy. I'm so proud of you. This is your first one, and you are ill. And this is you got a little liquid courage, but still,
self-medication helps.
It's still his first video with Z and then first live. So I'm super proud of Guy. I'm super proud of him. And Z, this is all you. Nope.
I'm not taking credit. You both were ready for this. So I'm not taking full credit for this.
Okay. You don't have to take full credit, but take a nice big chunk of it.
Yeah.
Because if it was Guy and I as partners, we would always be like, we'll get on Zooms with clients, things like that. But we don't do shows and we don't get on video that often. Unless it's like game night in the Beast Note or something like that. But this was Z, just like, let's do it. Yeah. Let's do it. And then I'm doing it without makeup on. And so I'm like, what is happening right now? What is going on right now? So you have gotten me much more comfortable, less fear. I've gotten over a lot of fear. And thank you.
That's amazing.
Thanь you for
That's
that.
amazing.
Z. Yeah.
And Chris, great story. Just real quick. Dayna got me. I was just consuming on TikTok, right? I have a TikTok account and I consume, get inspiration, etc. And she said, "Why don't we use it for the Mavens?" And start, posting stuff. And I'm like, "Are you sure? I don't know. I don't know if I have time, anyways." And she's like, "Let's do it." And look at her; she's a natural now. There are days where she posts 3 videos, and I'm like,
"That's what
wow.
Holly loves watching you on TikTok."
Because I'm ridiculous. Most of my stuff is ridiculous, but I was like, "Oh, I could have fun here. I could be ridiculous." All right, yeah, I'm down with that.
I've just seen a comment from Andrew, and he has just reminded me. Of course, I did go on a Wordle live stream with him very briefly.
Yes, Andrew is the
yes.
one who brings us, right? We have that few minutes with Andrew. Andrew he's the first one. I was about to say something I shouldn't say on live. Andrew is he brings us in with the Wordle. And it's, what you're getting, right? You're playing Wordle. Guy and I, we rock at Wordle. We're in a group with Andrew with Wordle. It's like we're Wordled out, right? We're Wordle nerds. We know it's going to be, 10 minutes? Especially with us because we rock the Wordle. And then boom, 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 we're done, right? So I was like, okay, I could do that. I could do Wordle for 10 minutes and then be done, right? Yeah. But it's always a little different with yourself or Gabe where you don't know what questions are coming at you and there's comments in the side and you're like, oh my God, is this really happening? And this is, oh my God. And oh my God.
Yeah. I think Salty's correct as well. You're going to blow up on TikTok.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I hope I don't. I don't want to blow up anywhere. I don't particularly like that. But if it gets us clients, I want the right people to see it. Because as Z says, you're sitting on gold. You want the right people to see the right things. To go viral is my nightmare. That is my I will change my freaking name if I go viral.
It's not that bad.
No. I definitely don't want that to happen. But I want the right people to reach out to me. I want people who are interested in what we're doing. I want people who are interested in our services. I want those are the people who I'm going to be talking to. I don't care if it's 13 people who chill with me. That's a better place for me as long as we can all help each other. Yeah, absolutely.
So if I remember right, because I put together a group DM last week and I was like, hey guys, I'm looking forward to it. I need some headshots for the promo post. And Guy read it and he didn't respond. So I was like, I texted Dayna. I was like, did you tell Guy he was coming live? And she was like,
no, she didn't.
No, she didn't. No. I was like, no wonder, no wonder he read that and didn't respond.
So what? He's like, my first response was, what the hell is going on?
And I went, I meant to tell you, but we tangent a lot. It's his fault. So I probably was going to tell him.
You didn't tell me.
Because I was probably about to tell you, and then you interrupted me with a more interesting story of something that you just saw, and then all of a sudden I forgot to tell you.
Like a squirrel or something.
Yeah, exactly. This is what happens. We tangent, so we have to write things down so we can get back to.
I thought this was kind of a big deal for you to sort of tell me up front, really, more than a couple of days before.
Well, I mean, right? You would expect that, right? It's been playing since I recorded the video for Z and Dayna for Mavens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I wasn't part of the
plan. Or maybe this is exactly the way it was supposed to happen.
Oh, I see. Right now you think you did it on purpose, so I couldn't say no at the last minute. Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Oh, my headsets are falling off. All right, I'm slipping. There we go.
What does your hat say, Dayna?
What does it say? Can anyone see it? Can you read it? Because it's like
it's black on black. So what is it? Smell the glove.
Yeah, it should say "smell the glove," right?
Turn your head to the right a little, to the light, to the right.
I'm trying to put my ring light on it. There we go.
There you go. Just make it up, but it's too far for me to see.
Disruption.
I like the color scheme.
I do too.
Black on black.
Black on black.
Yeah.
Yep.
Black on black. All in. We're gonna win. Check it out. Sorry. Oh look, I could have used the sun. I could have used the sun.
There you go.
As we
got
going
some
on.
sun. I forgot I could have used Mother Nature's ring light.
Oh, there it is, right there. You can see it good then.
Look at that.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's usually how I have to work. I put this is how I work. Because
they have curtains. They make curtains. You can get.
No, I've heard that they do sell curtains. I just
outlawed in your house, obviously.
Yes, they're outlawed in my house. You already know that. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. This is great. I'm so glad.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us on your last show
Thank
of
y'all
the
for
year.
coming on. Last show of the year. I know it.
And we love working with you. Your shop, your logo is one of mine and Guy's favorite. It's so well done. I'm actually wearing it. I know it's hard to see.
There you go. Look at that.
But I am wearing it. Now I'm inside my shirt. I'm inside my shirt. Are you taking a picture, Z? I knew
you know it. You know
it. She's always doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
She knows. She knows when I do this.
So I have to do this. There we go. And then I am wearing it. And then, sorry about that, people, or not. Maybe you enjoyed it.
I was going to say, boy, this show just got interesting. Maybe we should have had it at 7. Well, it's nighttime in the UK, so it's fine.
Nighttime somewhere, right? It's nighttime somewhere. Yeah. And your shop is so much fun. Oh my goodness, is your shop fun? And do you want to have fun with it? And and you understand how to use it, how to make it work for you.
Mm-hmm.
You understand that it's actually another source of marketing. We are really proud of you, Chris. We are super proud of you.
Yeah,
Super.
I'm enjoying it, and just
Absolutely.
the support. Like I've said a bunch of times to people that have asked me, and I think I even said it when we talked, Z, that it's really kind of humbling. Like, it's exciting, but it's humbling too that many people are wanting to buy stuff with my logo on it. Like, wow, kind of mind blowing. You know what I mean? And that many people want to support.
And you have an awesome
exactly.
logo. Like, there's
it
everything.
Is awesome.
Like, they get something super cool. They're supporting you. Really well done merch. Like, toot. I'm tooting the horn, right?
Right, exactly.
But this all comes from you. Like, we started with one thing, and we evolved into something very different. Junaid has a wonderful shop as well.
He does.
He has a wonderful shop as well. So yeah, I mean, you started with some other idea, right? And you had a whole other idea, and then we left that idea and went into this idea, this Hip Productions. Great name, by the way. And I didn't even get to help you name this. You did that all on your own. I love naming stuff, but that was all you, Chris.
It was a lot of fun to work on. It really was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. It was exactly what I wanted. Something really simple, really sleek, and that would look good on merch, because I knew that was coming down the road. I knew it was going to happen. I didn't know when, though, because like I said, I didn't really want to mess with it. I didn't want to be the guy trying to build the site, because I've never built one before. And then about the time things started kind of kicking off with Mavens of Merch, so it worked out really good.
Yeah, and I think what's really, really amazing is that one thing is to have, merch with messages like that mean something to me, for example, and someone else might buy it because it means something to me, and then they want to wear it, etc. But logos, right? You don't, when we think wearing merch like outside with a logo, I'm like, usually that doesn't bring up good memories, right? I'm either wearing a really cheap t-shirt with something I got at a trade show, and I see myself wearing your snapback, the one I got, and Doug's skull on a t-shirt.
Skull is sweet. Yeah, man.
There was another fun one to work on.
Boy, that was badass.
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
And talk about Junaid's No Degree. People always ask about that one. A lot of the stuff in our shop is conversation started.
Mm-hmm.
It is, even if not just a logo, because if it's a logo that will start a conversation, it's a brand. It's a brand, right?
Right.
It does more than just logo. And that's always what Guy and I try to do. We're not just giving you a logo. We're giving you a story. We're giving you a brand.
Yeah.
We're giving you something to talk about. And something other people want to talk about, which is even more important. And that's the way to go. And then, of course, you add a few little, your phrases, your monikers, things like that, things that are fun. But I would say the creators in our shop have a very talk about kind of, this is what I'm putting out. People want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
They want to talk about it, from recruiter realm to Krista, where she's having these 40, 50 people lunches.
Right.
And they want to talk about Recruiter Realm, Jedi's No Degree, Marky's Creative Kraken, Doug's Skull. You know, like I know I'm missing so many of other creators. Nick's
Siobhan's
stuff.
Marketing Unfucked.
Siobhan,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Marketing Unfucked. Yes, that's another fantastic one. And then you have like Nick, Haters Hate, Creators Create. Like what a great thing to put out in the world. So there's just a lot of wonderful conversations to be had just by clicking on Mavens, and then first talk to Inky. Right?
Yeah, first talk to Inky. Yeah.
And we'll make you beautiful. And then Mavens gets it out there in the world for the conversations to be had.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. For sure.
Yes.
That's what yeah, first talk to Inky. Don't bring them in. Don't bring in something you've created yourself. First, just talk to Inky. just have it done right the first time, y'all.
Sometimes though, people do have an idea themselves already.
Right.
Just to embellish on, use as a starting point. Sometimes that can work really well. So if there is something that somebody's already got, we can always work with that.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
That's true. Yep.
Yeah. So we're not going to turn people away just because they've got something.
No. And then there's also the opportunity for more things at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you will be talking to us because you want to put like, maybe you have a saying like, get over yourself or something like that. And then you need to talk to Inky to make that look cool on a shirt. Right. So there's always, that's why the businesses are so symbiotic with each other.
Mm-hmm.
They will always work together.
And just like the attention to detail, like rather than trying to put my entire logo on a hat, because it's embroidered, right? It's not just screened on there. Looking at it and going, okay, Chris, we can't put the whole thing on there. It's going to be too much. We can do it like this. And then the same thing, like redesigning the white.
Well, that's what
the white. Yeah. So that used to be for everybody that's looking behind the mic used to be solid white.
Yes.
It was just
the
too
white
heavy
logo
on the black.
Yeah, it was too heavy. Yep. So took it out and made it just hollow where it looks right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to order another hoodie now.
Sorry, I didn't catch you in the beginning. I just saw Canadian for a second. I am close to Canada. I am in Maine. I did say sorry.
You are. You did say sorry.
I'm very close. Very close to Canada. And it's freezing out, and I have my door open because I'm always hot.
Man, it's supposed to be like 75.
It's sunny. It can't be that cold.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk about the weather.
We're not gonna talk about that because Z is in a puffer jacket in the south of Spain. So
if you moan how warm the weather is, I'm gonna be over there tomorrow. If you're not careful.
She's not gonna moan. She's gonna say it's 21 degrees. I'm freezing. Meanwhile, that's my summer. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's my summer.
That's the hottest day of the year here, if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, it's so funny. I love it. But I also love that part, Chris. All the different ideas and different ways of thinking and different parts of the world. And so cool. And it's great for our clients to have that. To have different mindsets, to have different cultural areas coming into something. This doesn't just work in a backyard way. We're looking at it globally.
Right.
We get to look at this globally, and I think that's pretty beautiful.
Yeah, it is. Because isn't Siobhan? Is she in Ireland? Where's she at?
Greece.
Yes.
Greece. Okay.
Siobhan's in Greece. Yeah. I'm trying to think of who else in the shop is not in the States. Krista's in Canada.
Reed's in Israel.
Well, she's not in the shop though. She's not in the shop.
She did her own shop.
Okay.
She did her own shop. So there's tiers 1, 2, and 3. And she went with the third tier and incorporated it into her shop where you, excellent way of doing it, used your page on Mavens and put in hyperlinks into your shop. And Trevor did an amazing job.
He did
with showing that. I thought that was really well done. Really,
rather than trying, and I'll eventually get, I think, where I'll take it over one of these days. But for right now, it was super easy just to put a button with the link to my shop in there, and I didn't have to mess with any of it.
Yeah.
So
Your
cool.
shop's doing well.
If you can make it easy, do so.
Yeah, exactly. Like it is worth, and it's a minimal investment, y'all. Like to get started on merch. That's what I keep saying. Like if you even think that you want to do it, but you don't want the headache of it, like for them to set it up is $100, and then it's $15 a month, and you literally don't have to do anything, like nothing, except advertise it. It's the cheapest.
And we'll even help
I've
you.
ever
We'll
seen.
even have sit down and have marketing strategy sessions with you.
Yeah.
So if you need even that help, we'll do
Yeah.
that with you. You just got to book it, and I'll send you an invoice.
Yeah. Well, guys, I have to bounce because my lunch break is almost over.
Well, congratulations on your season.
Thank you all. Yeah, thank you all so much.
It's been a pleasure, an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, it has been a pleasure. Guys, it's the first time we've ever talked, so it was great to meet you in person, virtually in real life. Yeah, we've emailed back and forth a little bit, but we've never talked. So
yeah, I hadn't really realized because I've seen your shows often.
Yeah.
So I just assumed we'd always been chatting. So there you go.
And see that, and that just proves everything I post about get on a live show, start live streaming because it makes people feel like they know you. Like
absolutely,
in the back of guys' mind, we've already known each other when in fact we've never talked before. That's what you're looking for.
That's right.
There you go.
That's exactly what you're looking for.
There you go.
All right,
Chris, I hope we get to meet
for being here. Yeah. What were you gonna say, Z?
No, I said I hope we get to all meet soon. Guy and I have met.
On the beach. It was a wonderful experience.
But it would be nice, the four of us. I'm looking forward to that at some point.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
There will be some international trips coming for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Guy, for being the awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The awesomest with the sickest background. Like I'm totally rethinking my office now that I haven't quite started on yet. So yeah.
Well, I can't help you with such an old wall, but
yeah, right. Can you ship that wall to me? Will that be?
Yeah, I'm sure there's some customs issues there.
Right.
Well, I mean,
all right, y'all.
No brick before the Revolutionary War.
Architecture.
Yeah.
Thank
y'all
you,
so much
Chris.
for being
here.
To everyone that has shown up and supported me over the past year, truly, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. We will be back January the 9th. I've closed all my tabs out before I started. I think it's January the 9th. It is the 9th. January the 9th will be the new season. Like I said, I've got some awesome guests lined up, and I'm looking forward to it. So thank you all very much. And y'all have an amazing rest of your week.
We will indeed.